Guys, the Phillies are still the best team in baseball. 40 wins, dude. 40 fucking wins. First to get it. What's up, everybody? Eric, also known as Shard, here with the 302 Birds post-game show. And the Phillies win tonight. They're on a freaking tear again, dude. Like, came back home, didn't worry about that losing streak that they had. First to 40 wins. I'm hype. I'm excited. They get another win in the sexy-ass City Connects. But, Brendan, what's up, bro?
What's up, brother? Yeah, that West Coast series is null and void. It's over with. Don't gotta go back to San Francisco. Don't gotta go back to San Diego. Don't gotta go back to Colorado. Let's just stick to what we know. No more altitude bullshit. Let Ranger Suarez pitch a hell of a game tomorrow night and keep rolling with this 40 piece that this team has right now.
They're on an absolute tear right now. And sorry, I'm trying to clean my glasses, but they're on an absolute tear right now, dude. I mean, like, I, as a fan, did not expect, especially after the shitty start to the season, being the first 240 wins. I mean, the Yankees are right behind us, granted, but I mean, first to 30, first to 40, probably going to be the first to 50. Knock on wood, hopefully. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But they're on an absolute tear right now, dude. I cannot be more excited.
No, this is absolutely amazing. Nola pitched a Nola game. We'll just go with that. That's probably the best way to put it. But no, this team is on a roll, and there's almost too many people in this lineup to keep in the lineup at this point.
Yeah. You guys like what I did with the scoreboard? I finally put the City Connect on the scoreboard. But yeah, Phillies win today 4-2. They were, it's a Friday home game, so they were wearing the City Connects. But Nola, dude, I don't know what to say. I mean, like, he's an okay pitcher. He only let up 2 runs today. He had one of the lowest ERA starts of the season. He's looking at a 3.03 ERA right now for the season. And for those of you that don't believe me, I'm going to show you my screen because it is his lowest. So, I mean, it's his lowest ERA so far this season. He had a 3.03. His second lowest, surprisingly, was against the Rockies at a 3.04. He went 6.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, because both of those were fucking home runs. Seems like the guy can never, not let up home runs. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, ERA of 3.03, and his regular season ERA is at a 3.04. So, I mean, again, only let up two runs. He had the run support behind him today, so can't be too mad about that. Yeah, I mean, like, I would like it if he stopped giving up these damn meatballs every time he pitched, but the joke that I always made, or make, I guess, for those of you that have seen the animated Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse movies with Spider-Man 2099, it's a fucking canon event. It's got to happen. If it doesn't happen, then everything's going to come crumbling down around us.
You just expect it at this point. As soon as he threw that one, what was it, the first one? I think he's had 4 hits all year, and this was his 5th, and it was a moonshot. And then Arenado, another guy who hasn't been hot all year, had another decently hit home run. At this point, I think you know that he's going to give up these runs, at least a home run a game. I'm okay with it because he's still getting the bats behind him at this point, right? It sucks, but at the same time, you still have Wheeler who's dealing, you have Suarez who's dealing, and if Nola is in this state of mind or he's pitching like this to be the third guy, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? And then you have a guy like Sanchez who's going in at 4 who's really pitching well too. So it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, there's definitely things that he could, tighten up come, the middle end of the year.
Crawford's just fucking annoying, dude. Like,
he was annoying when he was with the Giants. Nothing's changed.
Crawford's just fucking annoying. Like, I have a friend who's a Cardinals fan, and I'm speaking to them directly here, but fuck the Cardinals, dude. Like, I have a friend in the Discord that's a fucking Cardinals fan, and fucking just annoying. Annoying. I mean, like, Crawford's just fucking annoying. So,
What's wild is Nola's up to, like, I think either 4th or 5th in the NL and wins right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
NL.
Before the game, he was 4th or 5th in the NL, and then probably with tonight, he's maybe up another one. Because Suarez should be first, then Glass now. I would assume. I'm not sure who's after that.
wins, right?
Yeah.
By wins, it looks like Rangers first. Chris Sale is second. I don't see Nola on here. Oh.
Yeah. So I got Ranger Suarez 1 with 9, Chris Sale 2, Sonny Gray 3, and then Tyler Glass now and Aaron Nola are tied with 6, and then Nola got his 7th tonight, so he's up to 4th right now.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that's great for him. I'm still on the whole Ranger train. Ranger pitches tomorrow, so
Yeah.
we'll see. But the one thing I do want to talk about, though, pitching wise, Matt Strahm, dude,
Insane. Absolutely
Matt
insane.
Strahm is absolutely on
He
a
hasn't
tear right
he
now.
hasn't given up a run since March 29th. So we're going almost 2 months now, which is absolutely insane.
Dude, his ERA is a 0.78 right now. Granted, he only pitches, you know, he doesn't pitch that much. But
At this point, they're like the start. But that's the problem, right? You have Alvarado not getting time that he needs. You have Strahm. You have Hoffman. Like or Turnbull too. They're just getting thrown out there to get time, right? They're not even going into high leverage situations or anything. They're just getting thrown out there because they have to pitch, which is great. But at the same time, Strahm only won 2/3 of an inning tonight. Good, strong outing. But at the same time, he's not getting the time that he needs out there, which is good and bad all at the same time.
Hey man, if he can come in and I can rely on him to, you know, come in with inherited runners and get out of it with strikeouts and a low ERA, I'm all for it. I mean, like I can't ask for more.
No.
I was kind of confused though why Jose came in before Hoffman, but I mean they both got the job done.
Yeah.
I think the bullpen right now. I know in the beginning of the season we kind of clowned on, you know, oh they don't have the number one bullpen even though they have the graphic. Again, I'm going to knock on wood. I really think that graphic right now is kind of holding up.
They look pretty damn good. There's nothing you can say. Like, you know, Soto's a guy who it's either he's going to go out there and give you an absolute stellar inning or he's going to go out there and get you fucked. Strahm is Matt Strahm right now. Jeff Hoffman's good. Alvarado's good. Dominguez is on his way up. Like, Ruiz is good. Kirkring's, you know, bouncing back from his injury well. This entire bullpen it's top notch. It's been a very long time since they've had this depth. And I know I've been on this Mason Miller train for like a good while now, but it's making it really hard to like add another guy to this bullpen compared to like, you know, maybe adding another bat come the trade deadline.
You're still on this Mason Miller train, dude.
I don't know. I saw him give up a home run, so I was like, I don't know. I'm after that. You know, one home run could have deferred me off of everything, but yeah, it's solid, dude. It's absolutely insane. You can't ask for a better bullpen right now.
Yeah, but getting off of the Nola train, we're gonna hop on a different train of a guy that's absolutely on fucking fire, even though he's filling in. Edmundo freaking Sosa, dude, absolutely on a tear right now, filling in for Trey Turner.
So I got you his stats since Turner's went out. Ready for this? So he's played in 21 games. He has a 323 average. He has an OPS of over 1,000. He has 11 extra base hits, 13 RBI, 17 runs. The best part about it is his defense at this point. He's had 28 opportunities in the field and 0 errors. It's really hard to have a guy like Trey Turner come back and say you can't go back to shortstop. I don't see that happening. With all the money you're paying him, it's just I don't see any world that he doesn't go right back to a shortstop position. I've seen people talk about maybe sending Turner to center field and leaving Sosa there. I think it should be the opposite way around. I think Turner should go back to shortstop, put him back at the number 2 spot in the lineup, and move Sosa back to center field. He played a game there last year for the Phillies. He played a game there. I know it's 2 games, so it's a horrible sample size for it. But at the same time, you can't take a guy out of the lineup that's this high. I know we said the same thing about Cody Clemens when he was on his role, but Sosa's is tenfold, right? This is a guy who looks like if he keeps this up all year, he's, you know, going in line for a Silver Slugger award.
Yeah, and again, like you just said, we kind of had this issue with Cody Clemens. I think the issue is and it's a good issue to have. Don't get me wrong. You just have so many guys that are so good that when Trey comes back, it's kind of like, okay, where do we put everybody? I don't think they're going to send Sosa down because he's a bench player.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm looking at my notes here. So since Trey Turner went on the IL on May 4th, Sosa ranks first among NL players in F WAR at 1.3. And then the only people behind him are Bryce Harper and Shohei at 1.2. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good problem to have when you have so many players that are good. If you watch a post-game show on NBC Sports Philadelphia when they're talking to the players, they all say the same thing. It's not the same guy every night. There's another guy that's stepping up to the plate every night. So you have, all these guys that can step up to the plate and that are playing good. But the issue, and, I know we shit talk on Rob sometimes, but the issue, that Rob has is, okay, I have so many guys that are producing and playing well. Who do I sit now? Or who do I send down? Who do I, have to get rid of? I think right now, for me, it's Pache. Personally,
I think you lose him then because he's out of options. He's going to go around through waivers.
Yeah,
honestly, it was like Cody kind of went back into that little bit of a dull streak that he's in right now. He's not hitting, a ball out of the park every time he goes out there. So maybe you put Cody down there until they expand the roster come September. Probably not the end of the world, especially if he can get the at bats that he needs with being like a younger type of guy. It's just this is like it's almost like uncharted water. Like, when was the last time you've heard the Phillies say we have too many guys for a lineup? Like, 08, 09, maybe 11. Like, it's going back some time. Like, it's just not something we're talking about every year.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's going to be interesting when Trey comes back. I mean, it looks like he's starting to take ground balls. It looks like he's starting to, challenge balls and whatnot. So he's definitely getting to the point where he's almost ready to come back. Speaking about coming back, I did see, and I know I talked about it a couple times. This is kind of off topic, but Rhys Hoskins, he is activated. He got activated today, so he will play Monday against us when the Brewers come to town. So that's very exciting. I'm excited for that. But yeah, Edmundo Sosa, absolutely on a tear right now. Definitely filling in for shortstop. And I'm going to be upset if, we get rid of him, but we'll see what happens. You have anything else you want to add about this?
I think we didn't even do him enough justice of talking about that ball going to Ashburn Alley. Like, that ball was fucking smacked. And, like, it's just everybody's proven that they have a spot. And even Castellanos hitting tonight. Rojas came in clutch, but gave him some insurance runs at the end. Like, it's just everybody's hitting. Everybody played good defense today. When was the last time we had these problems, right? It's just that's like all I can keep going back to is like it's just good problems to have that other teams that don't have this problem.
Yeah, I think they said that the last time a home run was hit to Ashburn Alley was like 2019.
Okay.
Or something like that. I could be completely wrong. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, I mean, that was a freaking moonshot, dude. I was not expecting him to come up to the plate and nail that. No. But getting into our next topic, even though he was kind of cold at the plate today, Bryson fucking Stott, dude. What the fuck kind of drugs was he on today? Because like he had a jump shot, he had a diving catch, he ran into the outfield, looking behind him and made a play. He had like the last out of the game. Like, what the hell was he on today? Because whatever he was on, I want some of that. Absolutely on a tear. Granted, his offense was kind of off today. Whatever. I mean, we can say the same for a lot of guys on this lineup. Nick Castellanos, I'm looking at you. But yeah, I mean, like, he's so amazing. Ever since, they got Trey and they moved him from, short to second, he's just been on a tear. I think second is honestly his natural position. Forget playing shortstop. You can fill in there when you need to, but yeah.
Yeah, it's worst part about tonight was JT lost his hitting streak. So there's that. It is what it is. He got up to, I think he's 17, 18 games.
Most for a catcher in Phillies franchise history. So
yeah, and he's going against good guys, right? Like they're not just scrubs that they've had in history for catchers. Stott, on the other hand, the defense tonight was just I have no words for it. Right, that catch that he over the head, the one at the end, like I got nothing for him. It's just this team, especially the daycare right now. When one isn't hitting or all three aren't hitting, one of them is stepping up for the other two. Right. It's either Bohm or Marsh or Stott. It's insane, dude. This offense is just, we're not even in June yet. Tomorrow's June. Schwarber's starting to go off. It's going to be a fun ass summer with this team.
Hey, man, Wawa's favorite employee comes to town tomorrow.
Yep.
I don't have a topic made for that, but I do want to take a second. So before I start, we're both going to the game on Sunday. For those of you that don't know, it's posted on Instagram, it's posted on social, it's posted in the Discord. For those of you that want to meet up with us, the best way to get in contact with us is the Discord. We post everything on there, where we're going, who we're going to be with, yada, yada, yada. So if you guys want to meet up with us on Sunday, we will be at the game. Definitely looking forward to interviewing some people. If you guys want to be in an interview, come see us. We can get you guys, on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever. But anyway.
So anybody that just on the Discord channel real quick, we will be meeting at the Jetra lot around like 3-ish o'clock. We'll be in section 429 for the game. Dalt, myself, and Eric will be there. Should be a fun time. Dalt is bringing beer, so there's free beer while it lasts. So that's a little bit of a incentive for anybody, still on the wagon about going or not. But we'll be there.
Show ID.
Must show ID. There you go.
Must show ID.
Should be a good time. We'll have a fun time out there tailgating before the game.
Hey man, I'm just saying I don't want to get drunk. But yeah, so it should be a fun time. Dalt will probably leave in the 7th inning because he hates traffic. So Dalt, if you're watching, it's always fun in games still. But yeah, so it should be a fun time. But the only reason I bring that up is because it is going to be June this weekend. I'm really, really hoping that we see a score bomb on Sunday. That would make my night. But yeah, closing out this topic, Bryson Stott, absolute stud, absolutely on air. Hope to see more from him. I do hope he starts heating up offensively. We'll see. The team usually heats up around this time of year going into the summer. They like playing in the warmer weather. You can see it at Clearwater when they're down there. They play a lot better when it's warmer. So closing out the show, the one thing I do want to talk about, nobody thought it was going to happen. Braves fans, you guys lost a series to the fucking Nationals. So you can't talk shit. But anyway, first to 40. First to freaking 40, dude. Were you first to 30? We're first to 40. Like I said earlier, we'll probably be first to 50. And the one thing I do want to bring up and show, now that I think about it, because I said it, let's look at below 500, right? So this just changed because we did beat the Cardinals and whatnot. Look at our wins against teams below 500. Look at the Braves wins against teams below 500. At least we're over 500 against teams under 500.
Yeah, it's insane. And then at the same time, I think the Phillies and the Braves have played the same amount of teams over 500, and the Phillies have a 10 times better record against them as well. And also, I think let me just double check real quick, but it's also they might have the best record in the league against teams over 500, right? So yeah, the Phillies this was as of yesterday. They're at 688 against teams over 500. The next team's at 667 with the Guardians. Then the Orioles, the Dodgers, and the Yankees all going from 643 to 600. Anybody that says this team is shit and they don't play anybody, look at the schedule. It's starting to pan out. They're going to play the Orioles soon, the Yankees, the Dodgers. The Braves series is coming up, the Guardians. Like, it's everybody that's a Phillies fan knew this was going to happen. It was all going to play it out. Anybody that was a Braves fan is just, kicking rocks at this point because you lost Strider, you lost Acuna, which, you never want to see injuries in baseball, and especially those two guys. It really hurts the sport altogether at this point. But Phillies play the teams that they're handed, and they are handing these games back to people with a very fat L on their schedule. So I got nothing else for that one. It's just, if you really want to talk shit about the schedule, just look at this fucking schedule. It's just, it played out. It really did. And that's what bothered me about this conversation since beginning of April is the Phillies haven't played anybody. And now we're at the end of May, and the Phillies have the best record in baseball against teams over 500. So anybody that wasn't a Phillies fan can kick fucking rocks.
Yeah, I think the only real teams that I'm scared to play right now, as a fan, I think I'm scared to play the Yankees. They're really hot right now. I'm kind of scared to play the Orioles. The Orioles are kind of iffy.
Yeah,
They
they're
can
like
be good.
they're wishy-washy with shit.
Yeah, they can be good some days, other days. I mean, they're kind of like us with the Phillies. Like, some days we're good, some days we have shit days. So I feel like they're an even match for us, honestly. It could go either way. And then obviously the Braves. I'm always scared to play the Braves because the Braves are just that team where they have injuries, but they find fucking ways to win. So we'll see what happens. Personally, I think we'll win the series against the Braves just because I have that feeling. But I think we played there, right? Because we
They
already
go to Atlanta next.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. It can go either way. I still think we're the best team in baseball right now. And I still, well, yeah, best team in baseball. I still think that, we're out to get everybody. We're on a revenge season. So,
yeah. And at the same time, I think this team's going to have the most all-stars going to the All-Star game. It's honestly unfair at this place, at this pace. I did not have enough caffeine today, but it's just you have Bohm, you have Harper, JT's probably going to be a backup. Wheeler, Suarez, Nola honestly could be in a consideration too. You have Hoffman, Strom out there. All these guys are just people that you could throw onto the roster. It's just I think it's going to be an absolutely insane year, and 2 more years till the All-Star game comes here.
Yeah, dude, we got to try to go to that. I'd completely forgot about that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there's only a few teams I'm really scared to play. I mean, like I said, Yankees, you got to be careful with them, especially if you give them a pitch. I mean, they had that game where they had 4 home runs back to back. So, so we'll see. Jonas, like you said, yeah, Angel Hernandez is gone, but I mean, you look at the umpire tonight, dude. He was pissing me. He was pissing me off in the beginning. Like, there were pitches where the first pitch would be a strike or a ball, and then they would. And this went for both teams. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. There would be a pitch where it was a ball first, and then they would pitch it right in the same spot, and it would be a strike.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
And the problem is like, yeah, Angel Hernandez is gone. That's great for the sport. It really is. But at the same time, when Joe West left, Angel Hernandez stepped in. So, like, there's going to be the next guy. There's going to be a guy after that. And at this point, these umpires just look soft. They're throwing guys out as early as they possibly can. As much as, the Mets are going to Met. I'm sure everybody saw what happened with Lopez up at New York the other day. Honestly, he didn't do much to get thrown out, right? Harper didn't do much to get thrown out of his game. There was a Cardinals game a little bit ago where a manager got thrown out really fast. They're really acting soft, and I don't know if it's the big talks of adding the ABS system or the automatic balls and strikes, whatever you want to call it. It's just when one goes, 10 more are going to pop in, and you just got to deal with it. And then hopefully, when are we going to see a Rob Thompson get ejected and then start arguing? There's been a couple of times where you really should have and haven't. So, like, you're looking forward to that one.
Has Rob been ejected so far this season? I don't think
not this year. The closest that he's gotten to was that Giants game the other day when they got into that scuffle.
Yeah, I know the only ejection so far was Bryce.
Yeah.
But that's Bryce. So I mean,
I got one more thing. Speaking of Bryce. I wasn't on the show after that Giants game the other day. So everybody was talking about it. I'm not sure if you guys talked about it or not with him not
hustling. We talked about it briefly.
Okay. Let's just chill out. We got this guy here for 10 years, right? There's going to be balls where he's not going to run it out. There's going to be ones like tonight when the ball went to the wall and he made it the second like it was nothing. You have to pick and choose. He has back problems. He's had arm problems. I'm sure at one point or another he'll have something else going on. Like, just let it happen. He's a hardworking guy. He wants to win. There's a billion things going on in the world. It is what it is. Like tonight, I think he proved that he hustles balls out. It is what it is. So anybody that's saying he's not hustling, he doesn't care, he's too frustrated, he's showing too much emotion, let it be. Let it be. Just let it be at this point. He's the heart and soul of this team, and if anybody was going to check him, this team would check him, and I don't think that's something that we have to worry about at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm kind of I would prefer Harper to show emotion than not show emotion because, I mean, I want to see players showing that they're visibly pissed off that they're not winning, because that shows to me as the fan that you care. You care that you're playing like shit. You care and you want to get better, not only for yourself, but for your team. So, I mean, does he sometimes overreact? Sure. Anybody can overreact.
100%.
But I personally like when he shows emotion.
Because like the way that I was saying it the other day was, let's look at the way people treated Jalen Hurts last year, right? He showed zero emotion on the sidelines, and people bitched about that. Harper's showing emotion on the bench, and he's getting bitched out about that. So like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want them to win, he's going to show emotion, and that's that. Just let it happen. It is what it is. It's not really a problem until it's a problem, right? Until it's like, Game 7 of the World Series, and he's not hustling down the line for a ground ball. That's different. We're in the middle of May, so it is what it is. I will stand behind him 100% of the time at this point.
Jordan, why is it not Sunday, dude?
Oh, you think I come out Sunday?
Should be Sunday, Jordan, not tomorrow. Sunday. No, I'm just messing with you. Have fun, man. Let me see. Jonas, yeah, we love Bryce Harper too, dude. That's our guy. But yeah, I mean, that's I think all we have for you guys tonight. Phillies win 4-2. They win another one in the City Connect. So luckily the City Connects are not cursed as of right now. I think they're 5-1?
Yeah, either 5-1. Yeah, something like that. It's definitely a winning record. It's a winning record. So that's all really that matters.
I think they've only lost one in the City Connects, right?
I think so.
But yeah, I mean, that's all that we have for you. Phillies are back tomorrow night. They play, I think, 6:40 tomorrow, 7 something. One of the two. Either way, we'll be here tomorrow. Sunday, though, again, we'll be at the game. We might do a live on location, not 100% sure. We'll let you know tomorrow. We got to get the details on that. I know Dalt was talking about that. But yeah, Phillies win 4-2. And looking forward to tomorrow. But you know who pitches tomorrow, right? You know who pitches.
Do it.